To break out of certain cases, you need to understand prayer and fasting with aggression. Matthew chapter 17 and verse 21. Howbeit, this kind goeth not out, but by prayer and by fasting. So there are some kind that will not go unless you take the posture of fasting and prayer. You have been eating all your life and you are still eating 3 times every day. Which the people that taught us these things, they didn't know better. They say 100 or 001 or 111. You know the meaning of all of that? Because you were programmed that you will eat in the morning, even when you are not hungry. Do you realize, for those of you that do breakfast, do you realize that you eat most of the time, you are not even hungry? And when it gets to 12 or 1, you say, let's go and have lunch. You are not even hungry. They didn't know better. That's why they program it. You are only supposed to eat when you are hungry. In fact, you can eat once a day and it's okay. I fast every day. So 80 to 90% of the time, I eat once a day. Because you have been eating since you were born. You cannot declare fasting. You are the man of the house. Your family's situation is bad. Nobody, you are not angry. And the Holy Spirit is busy looking for a man. But he's looking for a man that has taken the posture of prayer so that he can breathe on the man and begin to use the man to enforce his will in that family. Ezekiel 22:30. He said, I sought for a man. How will I come from a family where people were dying mysteriously? I was not the first son. I was not the second son. I became the first son. Accidental first son. You think I don't know what is pursuing me? What happened to my first brother? That one is taller than me. Huge. He died as an adult. The second one died. So you have seen that your father, no one made it. Your uncles, no one made it. Your aunties, when they marry, they must come back from their marital home. And you are just saying one day go better. No. From the days of John the Baptist, even up till now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence. And only the men of violence that take it by force. They will look at yourself and say, food, I will not eat you. I need to deal with something. Luke chapter 18 and verse 1. Jesus said, men ought always to pray and not faint. No liberation comes without violence. Violence in fasting, violence in prayers. While others are sleeping, you wake up at midnight. Sometimes the flesh says, sleep one more. You say, no, I have 1 more battles to end. They say, sleep for 5 more minutes. You say, no, that was how my father slept for 5 more minutes. And this battle came here. I will not disappoint God. God is ready to do something, but he's looking for me. I am here, search no more. I am the solution. I am the answer. Men ought always to pray. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you are a businessman, businesswoman, anybody. Without enforcing God, prayer does not simply mean God, we are in problem, come and help us. But it also means so. Prayer means we have constant and consistent covenant relationship with him. In the place of fasting and prayer, we minister unto the Lord, and he in turn ministers to us. Yes. Prayer means I am useless without you. Prayer means God, I am helpless without you. Prayer means God, if you leave me, I will die in this matter. That's what prayer means. It is illegal for God to come. It is your prayer that gives him license, that gives him authorization. It is your prayer that gives the celestial the authorization to come to the terrestrial to deal with what is needed to be dealt with. It is in the place of prayer that man smuggled divinity and brought it to humanity. Until a man pray, God cannot show.